Okay, everyone, welcome back to Wintermute. Yes, you join us pretty much exactly where we left off. We're in the Grey Mother's house. We're upstairs. It is the middle of the night. We are a little bit hungry. I don't know. Oh, I have actually got a bit of food. Let's eat one of these just to keep ourselves going. I brought the menu up there at the start just so you could actually see something on the screen. It's not completely pitch black. Let's just drop into the bed. We're going to try and sleep probably for about 5 hours. That should get us through to the morning, hopefully, and should bring our condition right up. We're going to carry on with the missions. We've got 2 missions ongoing at the moment. One of them is, I think we have to do it. It's a mandatory one. The other one is an optional, which is to fill the Grey Mother's supplies. Now, I have a feeling I can't go searching through anything. Yeah, but I can use the bed. Okay, so we're going to head outside then. We are going to go down. And we are going to go out. There's the Grey Mother. It's annoying that she won't give us that rifle. Be enormously helpful if she could. I don't know if there's any supplies that we can actually use. Apparently I don't get a penalty for stealing from the Grey Mother, apparently. She's got lots of spatulas. Oh, cooking pot. Awesome. That means I can make some water if I sort myself a... Whoops. I pressed that wrong. 0 of 8,000. I don't know what that means. I don't know if, is that calories maybe? I don't know. That's new. Anyway, can't go through any of the cupboards. So, let's carry on with these 2 missions. Oh, there's some water there. Love that. Let's have a go with these missions then. So we have a couple going on. We need to... Oh, I see. Okay, it's part of that quest. That didn't come up. That didn't pop up on the screen when we did this last time. Fill the Grey Mother's firewood bin outside and stock the Grey Mother's fridge with food. So that's what that means. So we need to fill that with 8,000 calories of food. Hopefully we can do that fairly easily. We will have enough surplus that we're able to do that and keep ourselves going as well. So we're going to head to the gas station. That is kind of a key part. We need to go and do that and gather up a load of firewood. So let's head outside, see what the weather's doing. Hopefully it won't be too bad outside. I've noticed we've got some new loading screens. Now, again, still with my recording schedule, I haven't recorded anything in survival mode since the Wintermute Redo update, so I have no idea whether these also apply to survival mode, but I have a feeling they probably do. I'm just going to adjust my camera very slightly, because I think it's... The OCD part of me is telling me that I need to adjust it slightly. Okay, so looking pretty okay out here. I can imagine it's a bit chilly, but hopefully we can get to some of the other buildings. Now, certainly previously, some of these kind of formed part of the story. It wants us to go to the gas station rather than to any of the other buildings first. So that's what we are ultimately going to do. But we also want to gather up some firewood from places as well. I'm actually tempted to kind of head to the gas station, which is at the far end, and maybe work our way back. But I have just had a thought, you know. In story mode, you need to have, or in the previous iteration of story mode, you need to have a pry bar to get inside. And we haven't got one, so let's... Well, we'll try it, and if we find we can't get in, we'll just see what we can gather from around it and come back and see if we can find one. I forgot about that until I'd started to walk up the road, so that's a bit annoying because I think it was at the Grey Mother's house when we found it before, previous mode. Previous version of story mode. And obviously, we do know this region a little bit better now. We have played it in survival mode. We know our way around. When we came across this in the first iteration of story mode, we hadn't played it. Didn't have a clue where anything was. Now, of course, we do. So, okay, that's a deer and there's a wolf. We're getting a bit chilly. Let's see if we can get inside the gas station then. I assume sticks count as firewood. Okay, can we get inside? Yes, we can. Okay. It could be there's a bit at the back that we can't get into.
I could eat anything right now.
Oh, there's a dude! There's a dude! This dude wasn't in here before. Who is this dude?
Well, another stranger. Have you escaped the town?
Escaped the town? No, I just arrived.
Not a refugee from the highways, then. You look weary, traveler. Come, warm yourself by the fire.
Who are you?
I'm nobody. But you can call me Methuselah. I'm here to witness the passing of an age.
What do you mean, the passing?
Don't you see the signs?
Okay, well this is actually the dude that was outside the hydroelectric power station in the previous version of playthrough. So we've got a lot more interaction with him this time, so let's have a chat.
What is this town? I don't recall seeing it on any maps.
This is Milton. Paradise Lost. It's a town of the old world, discarded, left behind. You won't find much hope.
I need to find my friend.
I'm not sure you'll find any friends here.
Okay, well, we'll hit Astrid.
I'm looking for my friend. She was with me when my plane crashed. But it looks like she must have made it out alive. Have you seen anyone pass by here?
Many people have passed. All have gone into the town. I haven't seen any come back.
Okay, that's it strange.
You seem oddly familiar, old man.
Is that right?
Yeah. And this whole place feels strange and empty.
The quakes changed everything here years ago. Great Bear's back was broken, and it's been laid low ever since.
Then what are you still doing here?
Aren't we here to witness an apocalypse of an apocalypse, you and I? No one thought the world would end this way. But how could they not have seen it?
It's probably just a storm. Power failure. I'm sure everything will be back to normal in a few days.
I'm not sure anything will ever be back to normal.
Any idea why all the cars are stalled and left behind?
They all stopped running. People abandoned them. Nothing but metal coffins now.
You always this cheerful?
My heart weeps for you, stranger. My days are nearly finished, but you'll have to live with what remains.
Well, okay, so no real anything
Go
from...
safely, and good luck to you. I hope you find what you're looking for.
So, very similar conversation to when we had before with this dude when he was in outside the hydro dam, which I think could be the illusion what they're alluding to when they say you seem oddly familiar, because it is the same character. He didn't have a name. It was just a cinematic. There was no interaction. So they've enhanced the character, removed it slightly. Let's just see what the journal brings up. Yeah, it's just bringing up information. There's nothing. If we go to people, we'll probably find... Ooh, okay, interesting. We'll find absolutely nothing. Okay. Oh, it could be that there's something... No, okay. Right. Oh, okay. That's a bit daft. I have to click select. Okay, right. Oh, right then. So, let's see what we can and can't take from here then. We'll take the stack of papers, because that's useful tinder. I'm not going to bother with that one. Got a water bottle there. So far I haven't had to make any of my own water. I've found plenty of it. Storm lantern. I'm going to take that. Sorry about this, fella. But you're a little bit of a doom monger, so I'm just going to steal everything from you. Let's search the register, see if there's anything in here. Yep. Okay, now there is... Oh, a paddle. Okay, I can actually... Can I... Oh, no. was thinking, can I take it? Now I can break it down though. So we might as well do that. So it'll give us a little bit of the firewood that we need. And I can probably do it with the others as well. Oh, lantern fuel, always welcome. Dog food. Oh well, better than nothing, I suppose. Peaches, sardines. Whoops, cardboard box to eat. Okay, cool. And we've got some beef jerky. Oh, quite a good stash of supplies in here. Good stash. Some sodas on the floor. These, of course, are our only supplies. There literally is nothing else anywhere, so nice stash. We've got coffee. I think we are pretty much done. We head into the back. Oh, we've got some granola bars. So this is our food store. Now, of course, we need to give some food to the Grey Mother. So some of this we're going to have to put into the Grey Mother's supply. We don't have the ability to hunt. We don't have the ability... Oh, that's just a door. That just goes outside. Let's have a look what's in the back here. Books and papers. History of the Collapse Part 1. Okay, interesting. Let's have a read. In the mid-20XX, the Algonquin economic was fueled by continued political instability in the US and Europe, contributing to increasing validity in the financial markets, led to the sudden catastrophic collapse of the Canadian and in general North American banking system. This immediately rendered Canadian currency worthless, triggered superinflation of the US dollar, and all trade and economic activity promptly shifted to the Chinese yuan, or cryptocurrencies a la Bitcoin. Crippled economically, Canada was brought under financial oversight of the North American Economic Zone, which positioned Canada as a kind of protectorate of a larger US-based economic bloc. From this point onward, the majority of economic activity became centralised on Canada's already densely urbanised population, with smaller, rural and remote communities being essentially cut off without a local economic lifeline. Many of these communities have become dependent on their continued existence. Most rural or remote communities became hollowed out as people fled to urban areas in search of greater economic stability. So that gives you a bit of an indication of the backstory of where we are. It's an item. I'm going to take it. Bedroll needed that. Awesome. Let's take that. So this, they've obviously sent us here very, very intentionally. This is where there's a very good stash of loot that we really need. So we've now got bedroll, which is one of our key items of equipment. We've got plenty of tinder material, and we've got some water, plenty of food. Plenty of food.
I could use a drink.
You could use a drink, but we've got plenty of peaches there. We've got some firewood. We've got that. Oh, we've got a fire barrel. We can start fire in here. All sorts of things we can do. Okay, well, we've done quite well then. So what I'm going to do, I wasn't going to cut things quite a lot in this one, but what I think I'll do now, we'll head back out, and I'll make my way back to the Grey Mother's house. We'll see what's what, leave a few things behind, and then we'll head out and see if we can gather a few more supplies for the Grey Mother and complete that section of the quest, just to fill up her supply stashes and things like that. So bear with me, I'm going to head back to the Grey Mother's house and I'll see you at the other side. Okay, so we are back at the Grey Mother's house. I've done a little bit of a detour on the way back. I've just grabbed a few sticks that were lying around nearby that were fairly close, so I didn't have to trudge too far off the beaten track. We don't have much in the way of defense against wolves and things, so I didn't want to stray too far away, but I have gathered a few things. So let's pop some bits and bobs into the firewood bin. I'm kind of hoping that sticks count. Transfer about 20. Oh, let's go 22. Transfer. Don't actually know what we've got to transfer. Let's just see what that says. 3.1 of 12. That's actually done quite well. Got plenty of reclaimed wood, and we'll transfer 8 of those. And I'm only going to transfer 1 of my cedar because that's what I'm planning on using for myself. 8.6 of 12, not bad going. Okay, we do have hypothermia risk. Could probably do with gathering a little bit more reclaimed wood, so I might just pop back I think that would be a bit harsh, wouldn't it? Even if we did have a hatchet. Let's head inside then. Obviously, we've been to the gas station. We may now trigger another sequence with the Grey Mother. I don't know.
So cold.
Okay, so we've also got a fair bit of food. So I'm just going to do a sort. See, we've got quite a bit. I'm almost inclined just to drop the worst of the stuff in here that we probably don't want to eat ourselves.
I could eat anything.
Okay, so that's a kilo of food. This is all the food we've got, so I'm not going to get rid of all of it at this point. But that's got us about just over, well, about a third of the way to our goal, so that's okay, not bad going. And the rest, obviously, we're going to keep for ourselves. Now, the only slight downside is
something to drink.
I can't. Let's just drink a soda because that'll do the best of both of us. Just to keep Will quiet more than anything else. I can't store things in cupboards like I normally would do, so I'm just going to have to hang on to it for the moment. Let's just see if there's any other options with the Grey Mother now. Well, we can speak to things.
The power seems out all over town.
The power's always been spotty here, since the quakes. No money to fix the broken stuff left behind. And nobody from the mainland seemed to care enough to do anything about it.
I'm sure someone will come and fix it.
Nobody's coming to save Milton.
How can you be so sure?
I've learned to hear the difference between something quiet and something abandoned. This goes deeper than just a stillness. It feels like the moments before the world goes to sleep. We're just the last ones left awake to notice it.
That was a quote from the trailer.
You keep calling me a mainlander. Why?
It's what you are, isn't it? From the mainland, an outsider. You don't really belong here, do you?
Okay, but you sound bitter about it.
We lost everything in the collapse. People didn't realize how dependent we'd become. Some were fine with it. Others didn't want the scraps from your table. Created deep rifts in families, communities, scars that never healed. The mainland had become our lifeline, and it was suddenly cut. And so, we suffered.
I guess I don't know much about that history.
I'm not surprised. You mainlanders have always been focused on your own story. Only interested in Great Bear when it had something to give you. If you can't cut it down or dig it out of the ground, what use is it to you?
What really happened here? Seems like people were here recently. Where did they go? Why didn't they call for help or just drive out?
The power went out. Who knows the reason? People started to get cold, hungry. They panicked, started to talk crazy. Others walked here from the highway. Some belonged here. Others were outsiders, like you.
Did anyone see a woman? Brown hair, would have had a tan jacket, a scarf with birds on it. Possibly injured.
There was an outsider woman. I heard her pass through. She wasn't alone. There were angry voices and... But the storm was too loud.
Voices?
I lost the voices and I couldn't get them back.
Before, you mentioned hearing voices. Do you remember what you heard?
Memories are gray, misty, I'm trying to remember. It was windy. The blizzard was already waking up. But I heard yelling. A scream.
Was it a woman's voice?
I'm not sure. The voices were thin, far. The blizzard was waking up. Soon there was only wind and darkness. I don't know. I don't remember. It's all cloudy now.
Okay, well that's everything from the Grey Mother for now. I don't think we've got any additional missions. No, it's just stuck in the fridge and stuck in the fire bin. So we need to go and find some more food and some more firewoods.
All I can think about is food.
Well, that's easy enough for us to sort out. I'm going to stock up my food and my water. We're not in too bad a shape, so I am inclined to just head out and see what we can find in the immediate vicinity. See if we can gather enough extra firewood just to finish off these two little tasks. Hopefully, it won't take us very long. If I can, oh, it's going a little bit misty. Now things have changed a little bit in Milton. We can't access all of the buildings, not all of them that we could before. Now I suspect, obviously we now know the backstory here. This guy got shot by the Grey Mother when he attempted to invade. Ooh, hatchet. Somehow missed that first time round. Some leather, some chocolate. And some more leather in the bottom drawer. Awesome. Can't break them down. Right then, let's see what we can find then that we can break apart and make use of. Well, we've got a house here we can go into. So let's head inside. Obviously we are looking for firewood and we're looking for food. Need it, we've got some wood. Oops, looks like this one's been pretty well ransacked, but we have got... That's not a table, but I'm going to break it down anyway. So this is hopefully going to give us some reclaimed wood. There's some shoes there, but I don't think they're in great shape, so any better than we've got now. I'm going to grab these 2 books. I'm going to have to start disposing of some of the stuff I'm carrying around. We can have that chair, which is going to give us 3 more bits of reclaimed wood. Oh, and I can do some cabinet searching. So let's see what we've got.
I'll be hungry later.
Any bits of food we can find will be useful, because obviously we are splitting it between ourselves and the Grey Mother, so anything we can find will be useful. Let's have a look in the oven. Nothing. Cupboards up above. Huh. The door's gone a bit wrong on that one. Anything in the microwave? Nope. But there are some peaches there, so we'll grab those. Cool. Okay, so we've pretty much gone around here. Let's have a look upstairs. Okay, apparently this house didn't have any adults in it because there's no adult bed. Let's just break down that just to give us some more reclaimed wood. I'm hoping... we'll take them. I'm hoping this will give us... Can I break down this? No, I can't. I can break down the table though, so we shall do that. We are starting to head into darkness now, so I'm probably going to have to think about heading back.
Bag is getting kind of heavy.
Yeah, we are now encumbered, so let's... Okay, well we've done quite well out of this building. We've got plenty of firewood, so let's just head back. Oh, there's a pack here. Another hat. I need to have a proper sort through what I've got in my inventory, because I've got quite a bit. Okay.
Find something to eat.
Just there, right in your inventory. Eat away. Cool. I think we're pretty much done. Not really anything else. We've got the freezer. Let's have a quick look in here. No, not very much. Okay, so we are pretty much done then. Can never go inside these cupboards. But we've done fairly well. We are slightly encumbered, but we'll head back out. We'll head back around and pop some firewood into the Grey Mother's fire bin. Now it does look like, in all honesty, these things are all required, so this isn't an optional mission. We have got to do it. Which way is it again? I forgot where I am. Oh, there we are. Yes, it's round this way. I've got myself a bit disorientated. Okay, so we'll head round this way. If I can, if I get very close, I can make the difference up with sticks, hopefully. There are some wolves wandering about as well. I saw them earlier. So just want to be a little bit careful. Don't want to come nose to nose with them. Okay, so in the firewood bin then. Just put 10 of those. And I'm hoping that will do it. Well, I think it has, because it's not giving me a number anymore. Yep, there we are. So we have, I think, succeeded with that one. Yep. So it's now food. Let's see what we can spare from our current inventory. Let's see if we're almost there. Okay, let's see what that does. Okay, that's just tipped us roughly over the halfway mark. So we have still got a fair bit of food to gather for the Grey Mother. So we need to find some more food. I don't want to give away too much of the food that I've got, because that is all that we've got. And we're not going to be able to get any more, so, well, potentially. So I don't really want to give away too much of the food that I've already got. Now, it may well be we'll now get some additional dialogue with the Grey Mother. No. Thinking we might have done because we've completed that mission, but apparently we haven't. Well, I suppose we've half completed it, because the mission overall was to give her enough supplies to see her through, and we've only done one of the two. We haven't done the food one, so we need to go and get some more food. We need to go and scout around the other buildings, see if we can get some more food. I am avoiding some of the other buildings, because I know they may well play part in the story, but I think we'll just head into them and we'll see what we can find. But we're going to do that at the start of the next video. We're going to head out, going to gather some more food. Hopefully we can then come back and get the next part from the Grey Mother, but we're going to sleep through the night and do that in the morning. But right now, thank you so much for joining me for some more Long Dark Wintermute. As always, I hope you're enjoying the series, and I hope you're also enjoying the survival mode playthrough as well, which we're going to carry on with even when Wintermute is all said and done. And I am hoping, by the way, that episode 3 of Wintermute comes out nicely timed, so that we can just flow straight into it from this one, but we'll see how that pans out. But thank you very much for joining me. As always, remember, hit the like and the subscribe buttons, which are down there below you, and over that side is going to be the links to the playlists for both this and the survival mode playthrough, so make sure to check those out as well. But right now, thank you so much for watching. I shall see you again very, very soon.